Everyone collectively agrees that Mrs Benson is horrible, but in today's video, I want to explore that idea and find out if she really was a bad mom or just a protective mother.
Just one last shot, Freddie. Come across the hall and I'll give it to you at home.
Let's just do it here and get it over with.
This one doesn't go in your arm.
Well, then where does it... Oh, man!
Mrs. Benson's entire role is being an overbearing mother to Freddie, but I don't think we should judge Marissa too harshly because we don't know the situation with Freddie's father. The way Marissa acts seems like it's a trauma response. We don't ever hear about Freddie's dad, so it's safe to assume he has zero contact with Freddie and Mrs. Benson. But why isn't Freddie's dad in his life? There's many scenarios that could fit, so it's hard to narrow it down. But it's understandable that if Freddie's dad left, then Marissa will put all her focus on Freddie. Don't get me wrong, Mrs. Benson put a chip in Freddie when he was born, so she is pretty crazy. But she's not as bad as people paint her out to be. There's an argument that Mrs. Benson is mean for not wanting Freddie to hang out with Carly and Sam, but Sam always mistreated Freddie, and it wasn't in a cute way. Sam would literally beat up Freddie, and she would also take pranking him too far. As a mom, you wouldn't want your son hanging out with someone like that. But Carly wasn't an angel either. She would string Freddie along and even show off her boyfriends in front of Freddie, knowing that Freddie is in love with her. Realistically, none of us would want our son hanging out with girls like Carly and Sam. The only good people to Freddie were Spencer and Gibby. So if we're being honest, Mrs. Benson isn't in the wrong for not wanting Freddie to be friends with Carly and Sam. The one thing that no one can defend is Mrs. Benson constantly embarrassing Freddie. No teenager would want their mom to act the way Mrs. Benson did. Freddie's mom would also give him weekly body inspections. Not only is that embarrassing, but that's straight up weird. It also seems that the whole town knows how weird Mrs. Benson can be, so that probably embarrasses Freddie even more. In the newer iCarly from 2021, Mrs. Benson becomes more of a main character. She was still an overbearing mother, but she actually seemed more chill in the new iCarly. Maybe Freddie's mom was more chill because Sam finally wasn't around. Saying Mrs. Benson isn't so bad might be a little controversial. She definitely was embarrassing and extra at times, especially with not giving birth to Freddie until 11 months.
When you were ready to be born, did I keep you waiting?
You were pregnant with me for 11 months.
I wanted to make sure you were done!
But at the end of the day, she was just your average protective mother. We all love Carly and Sam, but honestly, none of us would want our son around someone like Sam. There's also a few times where I completely agree with Mrs. Benson. For example, when she didn't want Freddie going to the fight and record an iCarly episode from there. Also, when Freddie's life was in danger due to him catching a criminal on camera. Mrs. Benson hired a bodyguard for Freddie and moved into Spencer's apartment. This was understandable as a mom doing anything for your son's safety. But comment what you think of Mrs. Benson. Do you think she was completely horrible, or was I able to convince you that she wasn't so bad after all? Leave a like on today's video if you enjoyed, turn on post notifications, and subscribe for more.